Hello and welcome to From the Roots Up, where we're building our homestead together little by little from the roots up. Today we're going to be prepping for the firefighter auction. The girls are going to be making desserts so we can take them down to the auction and raise money for one of the local fire stations.
Hello, today we're going to be making peach cobbler for the Lula Fire Department auction. I'm going to be doubling the recipe, so what we need is 2 sticks of butter, 2 25-ounce cans of peaches, sugar, flour, baking powder, water, and then a bowl. We need a tablespoon, a cup, and then a leveling knife, probably. So I'm going to start out by melting the butter. I'm going to do 1 stick at a time so that I can pour them each individually into the pans. You're going to want to do it for about 30 seconds, and if it doesn't melt completely then, you might want to do it for 10 or 15 more seconds. If you put it in the microwave for too long, it might explode, and that happened to me once. I ended up putting it in there for about 45 seconds, and this is what it looks like, which is good enough. Take a spatula and spread it around so that it can get an even amount on all sides of the pan. So now I'm going to melt the other stick of butter and put it in the other pan. I'm going to do the same thing as we did with this pan to this pan. Pour the butter in and spread it around with the spatula. So now that these 2 pans are buttered, we can start with the mix of the crust. We're going to start with 2 cups of sugar, going to level it. If you're doing just 1 peach cobbler, you would only use 1 cup. We'll put the recipe in the description. Now we need 2 cups of flour, which would be 1 cup if you were only making 1 cobbler. Here's 1. And then here's 2. Now we're going to put 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and it would be 2, again, if you were only doing 1 peach cobbler. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 1.5 cups of water. Or if you were only making 1, 3/4 cup. So that I don't have to clean as much, I'm going to use the same spatula that I used for the butter. Doesn't matter if it is barely lumpy, but you do want to get most of the big lumps out. We're going to go ahead and split it into these two pans. To spread the crust around so that it's evenly put. You want to kind of mix it with the butter when you're spreading it around. And if you see any flour swirls, mix them. So now what I'm going to do is pour 25 ounces of drained peaches into this. And 1 can per pan. I'm just going to spread them around and kind of mix them into the crust. Now that we've got our peach cobbler prepared, we're going to go ahead and stick it in the preheated oven. It was preheated for 350, and we're going to stick these in for 1 hour. You want to be careful when you're putting it in the oven, especially when it's preheated, because if you're not careful, you could burn yourself really bad. Look how delicious they look.
What'd you make?
Oh, I made Snickerdoodles.
Huntsman. Oh, you made that? Come here. You made this? Does your husband like them? Oh, you're not married. You just cook like that? You're not married or nothing? Sorry. We'll give you 25. Thank you. $25 an hour, 30. 30 an hour, we give 35. 35 an hour, 30, 40 an hour, 45, 50. 50. I got her 45, 50, now 55, now 60, and now 65, and now 70, and now 75, now 75, 75, now 80. What do you give 80 one time, now 85. 85, now give 90, and now 90, and now 90. Now what do you give 95? 95, now 100. Now 100. I'm 95 here, now 100. What do you give her one time? She's already given me the old low side. I got 100, now 5. So the $100 Victor's that go to you, Victor Ball, thank you. These are my favorite kind of cookies, the round ones. Snickerdoodles. Well, that's a plain die right there. And they were made by Taylor Huntsman. They do the cookies made by Taylor Huntsman. It looks like hers. Oh, you made those? Yeah. Now don't get tickled. Now we got a hill going there. Don't get all tickled up there. Ready? How many's on there? 20-ish. We've got 20-ish cookies on this plate. They're worth about 5-ish a piece, don't you think? That'd be $100. Right? Where do you go to school at? Homeschool? I wish I went to homeschool. My mama wouldn't want to stay home. All right, Snickerdoodle cookies. Homemade recipe, made with this young lady right here, who get 50 bucks. What is 50 now? 50 bucks now, 55, 55, what is 60? 55 now, 60, 55 now, 60, where 55, 60 now, what do you get 65? 65 now, 70. I was working my peripheral vision. 350 bucks. You in? Oh, okay, you're 60. 60 now, 65. Wait a minute, 65 one time, 60 bucks now 5, 65 now 70, and now 70, now 75, and now 75 now 80. What do you give 80 one time? 80 now 85, 85 now 90, 90 now 95, and a $100 bill, $100 bill, 105. That's that $5 cookie, didn't it? 105 now 10, 105 now 10. What do you give 10 one time? 10 now 15, 10, 15 now, what do you give 20? Hey, 21 times $15 now 20, 115 now 20, 115 now 20, gotta go, 115 now 20. So $115 right back there to Kim. Does that go to you?
Thank you for joining us on From the Roots Up, where we are building our homestead from the roots up. Make sure to like and subscribe.